One more question from Quora. Can you trademark or copyright your own social security number? My name is Andrei Mincov. I'm the founder of Trademark Factory. On this channel, I answer questions like this all the time. I've answered probably hundreds of questions like that. So if you're interested in this topic, in intellectual property, in trademarks, in branding, in entrepreneurship, make sure you subscribe and get notified whenever the next video goes live. If you have a question for me, you're welcome to post a comment below and ask a question, and I'll answer it in a question just like this one. So to go back to this question in terms of whether you can copyright or trademark your own social security number, well, here's my answer to this question. Three parts to this answer. First of all, copyright. Can you copyright a social security number? No. Copyright only protects original works of art, literature, music, videos, images, stuff like that. But numbers, and especially random numbers which you had nothing to do with creating, cannot be protected by copyright. Trademarks. Can you trademark your own social security number? Maybe, if you're using your social security number as a trademark. Trademarks have very specific function. When you trademark something, you don't get monopoly over that something. When you trademark a name, you don't get a monopoly over that name. When you trademark an image, you don't get the monopoly over that image. What you get is a monopoly over the mental link between that name or that image or that tagline and particular products and services that you're offering to the world under that name, image, or tagline. So when you ask, can you trademark your social security number? Maybe, yes. But you have to be offering products or services under that name or under that number, and that should be the name of the product or name of the service, or maybe name of the company that is part of the name of the product or the service. So unless you're doing any of that, trademark is still not the right vehicle. So it may be you may file for the trademark as intent to use, but then before it gets registered, you have to show that when you're talking about US, you have to show as a specimen that you have a product that has your social security number on it as the brand for that product. Anything short of that is not protected. But even if, let's say, you do get that trademark, let's say you put out there a product that bears your social security number, your trademark would only give you the monopoly over that number in connection with specific products and services. So let's say if you trademarked your social security number for, I don't know, let's say software, right, apps, it means that anybody else can use the same social security number and start a restaurant under that number, right? So as long as products and services are totally different, anybody can use the same trademark, same brand for their own purposes. They can even trademark that and you wouldn't be able to do anything about it. Now, and the third component is, so like I say, copyright doesn't work, trademarks kind of work, but would be probably useless. But really what you're trying to accomplish is probably keep your social security number private, right? When you file for a trademark, all of that information is public. Once you've gotten that trademarked, all of your data is out there. The owner, the address, and obviously the social security number itself. So then it doesn't really require that much work for somebody to make a connection between you and your social security number. So And also even by trademarking it, you're not stopping others from mentioning your social security number in their conversations. Just like I can write a review about an Apple phone or some other product, I don't know, Mercedes car, or I don't know, a Windows computer, whatever, right? I can mention other companies' brands all day long as I'm not creating an impression that I'm authorized by them to sell their products, as long as I'm not creating an impression that I am them. It's fair game for me to mention their trademarks. So let's say you trademark your social security number. Well, guess what? Other people can still mention it. They can post it online and say, well, by the way, did you know that Bob Smith registered his social security number as a trademark? And here it is, right? So in the end of the day, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're accomplishing the opposite of what you were trying to accomplish, which is to keep your social security number private. So that's your answer to this question. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, make sure you like this video. Like I said, if you've got more questions for me, post a comment below and subscribe to hear my answer to your question. If you post your question as a comment, and even if you don't post your question as a comment, still subscribe because there's a lot of other stuff that I'm going to share with you shortly. Until then, I will see you in the next video.